Conflicts between two people are a natural part of life, but they don't have to turn into major disputes. I often recommend to leaders I support to use the VOMPing technique. This technique helps work through any interpersonal conflict and helps find common ground between disputing parties. It's a good idea to familiarize your group with the VOMPing process before conflicts arise so that everyone is prepared to handle them when they do come up. That way, when an issue arises, everyone will have the tools to tackle it and no one will be afraid to bring up a concern because they don't know how to address it. By having this common understanding, everyone in the group will feel more equipped to handle conflicts effectively. Now, VOMPing consists of 4 stages: vent, own, empathize, and plan. This process is best completed one-on-one in a private and respectful manner. Both parties must process and agree to all the steps, listening actively and taking turns without interrupting. Now, vent represents the time that is given to each person to tell their side of the story completely uninterrupted. Encourage your team to use I statements to describe their own personal experience and be honest. Have them use concrete examples, express their emotions and respectful to their partner, and to listen actively and do not interrupt while the other party is speaking. Own reminds each person to take ownership of their words, actions, attitudes, and acknowledges their role in the conflict. Ensure that both parties are motivated to clarify and resolve the problem. Taking ownership helps to extinguish hostility and fosters personal integrity. Empathize is where we encourage those involved to see things from the other person's perspective and understand their experience and recognize and respect the emotions in the other parties. Empathizing helps to clarify differences and it elevates the value in differing perspectives while bringing people closer together. The planning stage is where the parties identify concrete actions and agreements to address the issue and solve the problem. This is where the parties find common ground and agree on action plans that can be revised as needed. Action plans provide a basis for accountability and help to move both parties forward. As you can clearly tell, VOMPing is a simple plan, yet very effective, especially if the team is fully aware that this is how conflict will be resolved. The first time I introduced this plan to one of my teams, I noticed that within a short period of time, team members started using the steps on their own and quickly became self-sufficient in solving their own disputes and disagreements. Basically, rolling out a conflict resolution like this is just giving your team the tools to guide them to improve their own conflict intelligence skill set. Certainly a win-win technique.